Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome back to a little bit more Planetcraft, or a lot more. I will figure this out. So, last time I recorded this was like a month ago. I actually had a massive backlog that I was able to just kind of sit back on, which is good. But unfortunately what happened was I started doing that just as I lost hard steam on playing more of the game. And so now it's put me in this really awkward position where I'm just kind of, stuck. And I think I suffer this in a lot of games. A substantial portion of it mostly just boils down to the fact that you're getting a decent amount of these. Yeah, these things just work slow. A substantial portion of it just comes down to drinking salt water. It's so silly. So many games are just kinda slow. Eat the beans. Where am I at? What was I doing? Where are we going here? I guess I might as well take a look at this and figure out. I guess I should probably build the thing that tracks how much heat and pressure I have. Because my main question is... Let's see. Is it this one? Terraformation. Probably that. Just have to find all of my bits. I think I put things upstairs. I truly have, lost much of what my overall, plans and goals were, and that's okay. But yeah, I just found this to be extremely slow in a way that ultimately made me lose a lot of steam on playing more of it. And I've been struggling to, build that motivation back up. Just because this part of the game is just so slow. Okay, do we just not have any cobalt? If we do, I don't know where it is, I think is the problem. It's odd because I thought I had, a decent supply of some of these things. I've got more iron than I know what to do with. Oh, here it is. It's just mixed in. The one problem is we might have too much magnesium. And so that's going to be a bit tricky, but it's fine. Let's just build this here. Why does it rotate? Okay, so heat and pressure. Yeah, I just wanted to know what their values are and what their incomes are. So we're definitely generating more heat than, more pressure than heat. And not a whole lot of biomass. Yeah, part of the problem is... Well, yeah, go figure we're generating a ton of pressure. I don't think I actually managed to make a multiplier here, did I? Now, I didn't think about this. I should go back to my other worlds. Yeah. Okay, let's make an extraction rocket. So part of the problem here is that I have no fuses currently boosting this. Okay, so that one's being offloaded. This one's got some stuff. A lot of bacteria. So I was thinking about it just now, and I have all of my old fuses sitting around on my prior bases. I'm not using them there. They're functionally worthless to me on those bases. And so it might not be a bad idea for me to actually go back to the first, second, third worlds, whatever. Apart from the fact that, I'm going to have to remake multiple of these rockets. Okay, clear both of these. Extraction rocket, interplanetary rocket. Okay, at least none of them require rainbow quartz. Power fuses and some other things, sure, but nothing I need to worry about. Okay, do we have enough fusion cells? We do. Maybe not for the return trip? Nope. Well, really depends on how many fusion cells we have on the other planet. I'm actually going to take these 3 with me, because everything else I can source on another planet. But not that. And if we're lucky, it's one of those that the rocket doesn't destroy itself on a subsequent return trip. We will find out. Let's go drop off some of my rods, though. I want to have kind of an empty inventory space for this. As well, eat a bean. Dump off the cobalt rods. I'll park the rover outside. Yeah, because I was trying to figure out how I was going to make this work. And the answer is, you know, making a money farm. Do I want to make a money farm? Okay, Planet Prime? Yeah. You won't be able to come back unless you've built an extraction platform on the other planet. So maybe I can actually just use this thing to go back and forth now. We haven't tested this. If it's like Astroneer, then I'm going to be very happy. It's mainly just having to rebuild this rocket every single time. It's really annoyingly expensive. But if now I can just ferry back and forth, then... oh man, this is much easier. Still would like to build a teleporter. So let me just warp from one to the next. Well, let's see if I land. Damn it. Okay, so here's the thing. I have this whole planet boosted, but it doesn't need more terraforming points. So these? Mine. Where's my pressure generators? Over there. Yeah, we'll just go grab all those. Hey, it's my critters. I don't know where the rest of them went. None of them want the birthday cake. What? Buddy got big. But, yeah, we can just grab all this stuff. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm going to have to make a return rocket. I really wish that was a tech. A shuttle that actually wouldn't just burn out all of its resources. Shame. Oh, we only have 2 pressure fuses in that. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, one thing I can do is do a cycle. I can go from one planet to the next planet to the next planet. I just have to have enough resources that I can. That I'm not going to, like, get stranded. So I want to check this one. So that one automatically should deliver super alloy and aluminum. Should. Grab the oxygen fuses. We apparently have less fuses in here than I thought. But that's okay. There's some plant fuses. There's more oxygen fuses. Because this planet's good enough. 60 Ti is above and beyond. Why is the music so freaking sinister, man? Okay, so we want a rocket engine. I'm going to need a super alloy rod. A osmium rod. And then quartz. We do not have enough to do many of these. At least not with what I currently have. So what else do we have here? Oh. Well, I've got a hell of a lot of energy multiplier fuses. Some cosmic quartz. These are all production multipliers, which we don't need. Unless I can sell them. Haven't tried that yet. Didn't even think of trying that. But yeah, it doesn't look like I have any more fusion energy cells here. Well, I guess I can go back here. Let me check. Toxicity. I don't want to go to a planet unless I have a fusion cell ready. But I think I can make them. But yeah, if we have all these production multiplier fuses just sitting around that I'm really not using, maybe I can just sell them for cash? Yeah. If there was a fusion cell, I've scrolled past it a bunch of times and I'm not seeing it whatsoever. What about Selenea? Nope. What about Humble? I think I might have just requested all of them, which is fine. Yeah, no, looks like we're out of luck. Growth multipliers, but we don't need those. Yeah, we're out of luck. Okay, so let's build another one of these. We don't want to leave yet, though. Might as well go take a drink. What does this have? Production multiplier fuses. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and request all of these fuses and see if I can sell them. Can I? Current inventory value. Yeah. Oh, that's going to solve problems. Because, yeah, these productivity or production module fuses haven't really seemed at all meaningful. You know, the energy multipliers are nice, but these, we have a ton of them, and maybe I can just do without. Okay, I'm just going to grab a stack of rare larvae. That should be good enough. There's some genetic information. It's mostly junk. None of it really matters. Just dump this off. Yeah, 90,000 should be more than enough for me to get the remaining heat. Oh yeah, these are dirt cheap. Why did I never think of this? I don't know. Dumb brain. Anything else I want to grab? Apart from like petting animals for a little bit more genetic information. Problem is I'm just like fully ambivalent. Like they're cute, but they just kind of wander around. Okay, so we want to go back to Aqualis. Because we just got everything that we could possibly have needed. I'm going to have to make another trade shuttle, but, like, I've actually been, I don't want to say, like, grappling with the idea of how to make this go faster, because Aqualis is so boring. But I really have been trying to figure out, like, okay, what is the method in which I make Aqualis not suck? Because up until now, it has been kind of a trash fire. Not a trash fire, it's beautiful. It's just compared to every other planet that had a unique twist. This one's twist is there's nothing here. Okay, so that's Prime. We don't care about Prime. Selenea. Only has one production thing. And, like, it might be a good idea to save some of them. Huh. Was it toxicity that has what I'm looking at? There they are. 24 of these. I think I can always make more of them. I don't know, give me the energy multiplier. There we go. Okay, so I need to build. I don't need that anymore. I need this. Let's see. That's super alloy. Super alloy rods. Okay, we don't have any. Let's fix that. Now I'll have to reorganize these in a bit. Should see if I can actually make more of the rods at some point. Okay, that's probably good enough. I'll put in an order for more. Now, yeah, supposedly my home world was supposed to be bringing these out, but they never did. Maybe I was supposed to, like, change the location. I don't know, man. Okay, Prime. On the plus side, I can just request all of them. Let's see, what else do we want? Hard to say. Oh, the red woe seed. Didn't realize we still had some of that. I'll grab some T3 mutagen. Do we need it? I don't know. Okay, so let's go back to making that trade terminal before I get fully distracted here. Okay, and I need a rocket. Oh, we already have a trade rocket. Now, do we have tons of money? We do not. We're waiting like another 5-10 minutes. But knowing that I have a trade rocket is going to be huge. I guess, in that case, I might not actually have much obsidian. If I do, it's going to be upstairs. Okay, I'll need more badly. But this will be enough that I can boost each of these. And that's going to give us a huge terraforming boost. Should probably maybe build some more of these too. Because I think each of these boosters can boost up to 8 machines. And currently we only have 5 here. Yeah, what do I need for the big one? More explosive powder, more iridium rods. Okay. So as soon as my shuttles are back, we'll send more out. I don't think we're going to have this problem for pressure. At all. In fact, I think this is a lot more than 8. Oh, I'm out of uranium rods. Well, that's fine. But did we have another island rise from the waters? Nope. I think there's like 1 or 2 more that I haven't gotten yet. At least asked for 17 of these. I'm going to go for pressure. I think, actually, I'm going to go over here. We're going to boost the oxygen production. Which we're technically already boosting, but I can boost even further. Oh no, it looks like it is additive, not multiplicative. So I guess the rockets might actually be the better way. However, I should be able to put it in order for like a truly titanic amount. Nope. Unless I need to make a fusion cell. What do I need for those? Because I know these are actually fairly easy to make. Which is a little wild to me. Okay, one of the trade rockets is back. Grab that. So, the one consideration I was wondering is... Sure. I wonder if I'm not going to get the money because the other trade rocket is returning to the other planet and that's currently on pause or something goofy like that. It's a possibility. Not a good one. Okay, so we want to go back to Planet Humble. Yeah, we want more uranite. And bauxite. If I really wanted to, I'd go on a rocket back over to those planets. And put some requests in. That's fine. Prime. We just want a bunch of obsidian and explosive powder. Easy enough. Because yeah, I've definitely been recording long enough, so I think I would have had to wait for that one shuttle to come back. It's okay. We don't need it desperately. So knowing what I know now about rockets being additive, not multiplicative, that means we might actually want to clear that. Let's see. Yeah. So those fuses that I put in, we'd be much better off firing those rockets off. Looks like the plant rocket doesn't require anything, so I can leave that there. Or the oxygen where I'd put it, at the very least. Because yeah, it seems like the best possible thing for me to do. Drink some water. Oh, wow. So those oxygen boosters did make a difference. Did I build a planetary tracker? No. Oh, there's the 90,000, so I guess it just took a while. Okay. Orbital information. This is my least favorite one to make, because I always need to do one of that. So I need 2 aluminum. A magnesium. And a silicon. 2 silicon. And an osmium. Alright. Because, yeah, I should get another orbital information screen. So I can do it here. Because I want to see what my current multipliers are on everything. Let's see. So, heat's at 10,000, pressure's at 5,000. Plants are at 25,000. Oh. Oh, is that one... coming out of the ocean finally. So what is this at? 15. Okay, so no, we do want the rods because it is multiplicative. What is going on there? Is that like a giant conch shell looking thing? We'll have to go over in a bit. Like, I think this planet is really cool. I just wish there were actual, like, underwater bases and underwater for me to be interested in. Okay, so we want to go back to... was it Selenea? Selenea? No. Or no. Yeah, we want selenium. Because I think I'm going to need a bunch of it. Alright. And now that I'm wealthy beyond measure, presumably... something like that. Oh, because, yeah, they buy and sell for their exact value. That's wild. Let's see. Would I want to grab something like the butterflies? No, we can do that on a subsequent round. Okay, we've got the T2 fish farm. Qualis. You're back. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going for these two resources. We might have to worry about our storage space a little. That's the shuttle. Grab that. I think I only have a handful of drones, and so they're having some amount of difficulty moving things around. Okay, right. Other rods. Need at least this one. Because... yeah, knowing everything... well, I'll get the pressure multipliers down, because, yeah, I think they do synergize. I think they do stack. Probably. Maybe? Okay, put those there. So this is up to... yeah, an extra 1,000%. We may also want to look at our power situation. I don't think I have an easy way of doing that. So I think I'm just going to do... I think we're probably just going to build another fusion generator. Just kind of preemptively. Because each of those should keep my operation going for a while. So, then... I think we want to clear most of this. Oh, how much T2 fertilizer do we have? Presumably none. If we do, it's not much. So I think what I'm going to do is just put in a request from Prime. Because each of these rockets requires 5 things. We don't need the bark. So we want T2 rocket and then a couple of seeds. Okay, those, then we want T2 rocket engines, which this planet might not have any more of. Yeah, it looks like it. They're out. They do have a bunch of genetic traits I could always put a request in for. So is the other one T2 fertilizer. I'd be surprised if it doesn't have any. Oh no, that's T3 fertilizer, which this planet does not have, because it never did. Okay, let's grab all the genetic traits that we've got sitting around then. Coming back from Selenea. Coming back. Yeah, we'll have to put in a request in the other planets. Well, other rods. Grab one of these. We should have all the explosive powder that we need. So it's obsidian. 2 explosive powder. That should let me make another one of these. Yeah. We'll go put the plant boosters down. Could also build another tree booster, but we're about to hit 1 on TTI, so that puts us in a good position. Also, are there 8? It's like 7 or 8 here, so I don't think we need another tree booster. Alright. So now plant and oxygen are nice and boosted. Oh, that's where the interior multiplier came from. Animals multiplier fuse Aqualis. Okay. Cripes? That looks really cool and sinister. I'm gonna have to look at that. It doesn't seem like it's something I can make. Let's just get some peak frog and fish and some other things, considering I have more money than I know what to do with. Because, oh no, we're not about to hit 1 TTI. We're still a far cry from that one. Okay, so I've got all the boosters I could possibly need. Or plant multipliers, which maybe I don't yet. Yeah, I'll have to reorganize things in a little bit. In a bit. That's only let me send off a couple of rockets. So I'll have to put in a request for some more. Sooner than later. Okay. Yeah, because I'm going to need more quartz. And then all the selenium, which might actually just be sitting on the runway, because I don't think I'm storing it anywhere. No. We pulled it off and put it somewhere. Yeah. Think that's enough? Probably. Grab one more just in case. Yeah, we're just gonna go boost our heat and pressure. Oh, that's looking way better. Do I even need oxygen anymore? Nope. Yeah, we don't even need to think about oxygen at this point. Would you look at that mess? Beautiful, ain't it? Take me to space. No! Not one way or another that should seriously boost my heat and pressure. Might want to do another pressure at some point, but still. Okay. Now that I've done all of that, we no longer need the oxygen fuses. Do I want to make another plant? Sure. Oh, is that the final island? Yep. Oh, wait. Not the final island. Huh. Okay, I'm going to have to go look at that. It did feel like there was kind of a weird empty spot in the middle of that one. In a lot of these. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go look. But at least I don't have to worry about oxygen anymore. So I'll just bring snacks with me. Okay, 2 more of those. 2 more of those. I think that's everything. Because, yeah, we might as well get my plants gain up a bunch. Actually, do I let oxygen continue to collect? Because it is still a number that can be boosted. I think that's going to be the case, yeah. Where the heck did I put the booster? Booster's here. There we go. Now these are boosted further. And to some degree, I can also just say enough is enough and not do more. But that's silly. I mean, instead of sending these off as rockets, I could just make a bunch of boosters. I mean, it's not the worst idea in the world. 3, 6, we're shy, so I can only make 3. I'll have to put in a request for some more obsidian. Let's go over here, build the boosters that I can build. I'm going to just turn this planet into... It'd be interesting if you actually had to care about, like, balancing things. Like, if you actually had to be careful and not overcook the planet, as, you know, considering global warming is a serious concern here. Yeah, do I want to just request a gazillion? Sure. So each of these planets should have a decent amount of obsidian on them for me to request. I'm going to just leave those. Get a quick drink. Other thing I should do is... Oh, right. Getting the... Getting those? Okay. What was I going to say about things? I could probably send off some plant rockets, though I need to check if I have the correct fertilizer. Okay. Because, yeah, I see I have T2 fertilizer. I have 1 T3. Why don't we go find which planet has a bunch of T3 fertilizer and put in a request? I'd expect this one might, actually. Yeah, I'm not against just requesting all of it. Okay, now that we've done that, we don't need the car for anything, because I'm not going to be picking up much of anything. Get 3 beans. We don't need the water. More beans. I should probably scale up my bean production, or build an outdoor farm. Things I should work on. So we're going to go to this one first, just because this pillar looks cool. And then we can go check that out, because that looks extremely cool. Eat your beans, kids. I probably could have waited on that one. Oh well. Okay. I was worried that I was going to have to just, like, sit here and do nothing. Oh wow, we've actually already managed to double our TTI since I last looked. So I think we're in a good spot. Or GTI. Still going to take a while to get up to the 4 or 5 required to quote-unquote win. But that's fine. What was I going to say about anything? I don't remember this being nearly as covered in trees, either. Yeah, I was worried that for this planet I'd have to spend a lot of my time just alt-tabbed, you know, doing whatever and kind of checking back in periodically. And it's like, oh, you know, the water level's rising. I should go look at that. No, actually, we have a fair bit going on here, so it doesn't feel as bad. We even have some seaweed going on down here. That's good. I think it does still suffer somewhat from... I love the fact that I can Skyrim horse. I think it does suffer from the fact that there is almost no reason for me to do things here. You know, it's like, I can get some stuff. And we still have these, like, weird monuments everywhere. And, like, the clams are extremely lucrative. It would be fascinating to try and do this planet from scratch, but I think that would suck, so I don't want to. I would only consider that if, like, my friend group was like, hey, let's play Planet Crafter in hell. At which point I'd be like, are you sure? You absolutely beyond a doubt certain, because this is going to take a lot of time and effort. I think that could work, but we'd be so freaking scroungy. Okay. Grab these. Well, I was kind of worried about my quartz crystals running out. Looks like I didn't need to worry about that much. Let's get on top of this. I might have to go home before I continue on. Because, yeah, a lot of these are just laden with things that I don't need. This would have been transformative, I think, if I wasn't absolutely loaded already. Okay, so what do we have higher up? More crystals. These, like, cool, gnarly-looking trees. Yeah, oodles of crystals, which, again, if I could mass harvest them, would be extremely nice. Oh. The animal food that's been sitting in there for God knows how long. Okay. And I'm not seeing anything else. However, I've recently realized that, no, you can just Skyrim horse your way up most surfaces. And so, as such, I'm going to top of this mountain cliff thing. They really like this Donker statue. Oh, wow. I'm so high up, the whole world's being cold. Well, anyway, we're just going to float down to the mountain, because, yeah, I just... Not really much of a reason for me to investigate the rest of this location. It's covered in a lot of crystals, crystals that I need, but crystals I can get more of elsewhere fairly easily. Big zeolite patch there. A couple of clams here. I don't know. Like, neat looking things, just only relevant if I actually need to make something with those resources and didn't already have a near limitless quantity of them. There we go. Alright, let's swing by home real quick, drop some stuff off, and then we'll go back to exploring. Yeah, I wonder how many more planets there are even to manage at this point. Because it legitimately might be one of those that we actually finish up fairly soon. You know, just slap down a bunch of creature generators, make the fuses, you know, try some of the new tech that we've unlocked. But, you know, if no more islands are revealed after a certain point, and I don't think we've hit that point yet. But even of the islands that are being revealed, most of them are just kind of like, oh, this one's got crystals on it. That would be useful, but I also don't care that much. I think it's one of those that if this planet had been, like the first one I'd start on, all of these reveals, these islands laden with crazy resources, I think that would have felt really good. I think that's the answer, is that because this is my last stop, I'm afraid this is going to blue screen on me at some point. Because this is my last stop overall, I don't have that emotional connection that I think I'm looking for. That some of this, I think, is supposed to evoke. Okay, so why don't we're going to need some storage for mutagen. So let's actually do a little bit of management. Oh, no, I can do one more. Because I'm going to need mutagen storage. Are there like 4 levels of mutagen? I don't remember. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, there are. So I picked the exact correct amount. That'll give us a bit more inventory space, at the very least. I'll have to probably get something for bugs and other things, but we can do that later. Oh, should I request bees? Do we need bees? Or no? Oh. We don't need to bother with the animal shelter. This thing's almost as good. Okay. Oh, funky weather. Okay, so I need to go back to... Or, well, I don't need to go back to Prime. I was really hoping I could request a ton of silk. I think we might actually want to send multiple of these to Prime. Because I can do that. So I'm going to need bioplastic and phytoplankton B. Now let's see. We selected humble. Bought a bunch of T3 fertilizer, but that one also has a bunch.